All right, guys. Here's why I say I think WWE should start investing in some filler feuds for their champions. Now, don't get me wrong, filler feuds will just be those very predictable outcomes where we know the champions will win, but it will do two things that I think most people are missing here. One, it will help elevate whoever the contender is, and two, it will give us a good story and entertaining matches depending on who they go up against. Okay, let me use Tiffany Stratton for example, right? Now, imagine Tiffany versus Candice LeRae. Candice is good on the mic. Candice is good in the ring. Now, most likely Tiffany will retain against Candice, but it will have an entertaining match and it could build into something else. Tiffany versus Chelsea Green. Two great people on the mic, two great in-ring skills. Tiffany versus Naomi. That's more than likely that Naomi may even win Tiffany, but we all know that they are setting up Tiffany versus Jade Cargill at some point, and more than likely Jade will beat Tiffany. But until then, to give Tiffany a reasonable reign, to give her a reasonable title run, put her in some filler feuds, let her really flush out her character, go up against different people that she may more than likely win, but it will still be good. Like, take this EO situation for example. Now, I know Rhea is like the hottest female on the roster right now, and it's cool that you can put her on the sidelines. But putting EO and Rhea together as a tag team, in my opinion, it doesn't really work. This is probably one of those filler feuds, but it's not one of the filler feuds we need. EO versus Julia will make sense for the women's world title, and we know EO will retain. But guess what? It will be an entertaining match. It's called WWE World Wrestling Entertainment. We are here to be entertained, regardless of the outcome that we already know would happen. But how we get to the outcome is what we are looking at. EO versus Julia will make a whole lot of sense rather than EO and Rhea versus Julia and Roxanne Perez. Now we can have Roxanne Perez versus Rhea and have whoever wins that match. It will help both of them, or it will more than likely help Roxanne more to pin Rhea. Maybe clean, maybe a roll up, maybe she cheated. It will help Roxanne, but EO versus Julia will make a whole lot of sense, and it will make a whole lot of sense for this whole filler feud thing until she gets to meet who we are her main contender on the Raw roster. Because right now on the Raw roster, outside Rhea, I really do not see anybody credible enough to go up against EO for the women's world title. So I'm saying, in my opinion, filler feuds will help. I mean, take John Cena for example. Until someone credible comes around, it will make sense for John to feud with some people we know he'll more than likely win. Imagine John versus The Miz. Now that would be one hell of a feud. Great in-ring skills right there. Great promo skills right there. An entertaining match. Miz going up against someone that he has beat before, and now Miz has to be the one worried about being cheated. That would be crazy. John Cena versus LA Knight. Crazy promo skills. Great in-ring match. Entertainment all around. John Cena versus Damian Priest. Yeah, John will cook Damian on the mic, but it will be an interesting match. The only person who may not even need a filler feud right now will be Jey Uso, because almost everybody on the Raw roster, every guy there, is already a credible threat to him. So whether he goes up against them, win or lose, we'll be worried for Jey. You understand? In my opinion, filler feuds will really help champions and will also elevate the mid-card roster to the main roster if possible, because having Candice go up against Tiffany Stratton and put on a banger match definitely puts her in a position to go higher. There's so many ways WWE can do this, but I feel like we're just recycling the same people all over and over. It makes me wonder sometimes how many people are actually on the rosters, because it begins to feel like they only have like 12 people on the main roster, so they're just like recycling them over and over and over. So in my opinion, personally, I think WWE should start investing on filler feuds to give the champions a more stable title reign, to give up and comers the chance to show their stuff, to go up against a champion. Because right now we have the Women's United States mid-card title or mid-card roster, or however you want to call it, and outside Zelina and Chelsea Green, it's almost like there's nobody there. We haven't seen B5 in a while. We haven't seen Machine in a while. We finally got to see Alexa Bliss, but now she's going to be doing a thing with Charlotte. Charlotte should even go up against Zelina Vega at this point, in my opinion. Alexa Bliss too, because that's exactly what they're doing on Raw. Bringing Becky to challenge Lyra, a former world champion, to go up against the mid-card champion for the mid-card title makes sense. It will help elevate that roster a lot. And bringing in people that will more than likely lose to either Becky or Lyra, depending on who has the title moving forward, would make sense. It will help elevate both people. Will help elevate the title. It will help elevate the champion. It will also help elevate that division. So in my opinion, I'm not gonna lie, WWE should start investing in some filler rivalries, because there are not enough credible people for titles. If you take away Nia Jax and Jade Cargill, the credible people left for Tiffany Stratton are probably Bianca and Naomi, and that's it. There's nobody else. There's literally nobody else credible. And I'm sorry I'm going to be biased here, but I come from a time where world champions had a lot of credible rivals. Okay, well, from a time where we had the Triple H, the Goldberg, the Undertaker, the Rocks, the Kurt Angle, there were so many credible rivals for the champions. But at this point, we don't have enough credible rivals, and it's beginning to look like it's getting stale sometimes. So we just have to come up with something creative. Don't get me wrong, I will always love the WWE. And everything going on is beautiful, but I think we should start investing in some filler rivalries to help elevate certain superstars and also elevate the champions. Anyway, that's just it for today, guys. I'll see you on the next one.